Okay, so this is a quick lesson on the different types of sentences and a writing project that you can do as well. Here we go. So, simple sentence. A simple sentence is an independent clause. And basically, the idea with a simple sentence is it contains a subject and it also contains a verb and it has to be a complete thought. So in this situation, if we have Chung Wei skates every afternoon, you'll see that Chung Wei is a subject, the verb is skates, and then it's a complete thought because Chung Wei skates every afternoon actually makes sense. So for example, let's do the subject in the next one. It's a Noah, and the verb is to study. And it makes sense, the actual complete thought. So a simple sentence, very simple, subject, verb, and a complete thought. Let's keep going. Now we get into the compound sentence. And it contains two independent clauses. And they're joined by a connector. The connectors are as follows: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. And if you want to remember these, you can remember fanboys: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So, Wendy went to the movies, so Poppy went to the store. These are two independent clauses because both of them can stand on their own. So you've got Wendy as a subject, and you've got Poppy as a subject. And then your verbs are went and went. And these two are two independent clauses that can stand on their own. So, the next one, Thea is your subject, and Cameron is the subject. Thea decided that she wanted to read. So, read is your verb. Cameron really wanted to watch television. So, you can see that those are two independent clauses because both these statements can stand on their own and both contain subjects and verbs. And they make sense. So, now let's talk about a complex sentence. And it is the independent clause joined by one or more dependent clauses. So a dependent clause means it cannot stand on its own. A complex sentence always has a subordinator such as because, since, after, although, or when. And think of these as the connectors. So let's get through this. So when he handed in his homework, he forgot to give the teacher the last page. The next one is the teacher returned the homework after he noticed the error. The A isn't as good as B. B really stands out because you have two different sentences here. The teacher returned the homework, and that could be a simple sentence right there. But after he noticed the error cannot stand on its own. So that's a dependent clause. So the teacher returned his homework, or the homework, is an independent clause. And after he noticed the error is the dependent clause. So you see that the dependent clause cannot stand on its own, whereas the independent clause actually works and makes sense. The next one's the students are studying because they have a test tomorrow. So you see the students are studying. That works. That's an independent clause. Because they have a test tomorrow is a dependent clause because they can't stand on their own. All right, so hopefully those three different sentences make sense. If they don't, please come and see me, but let's keep going with. Here are the examples again. So we have a simple sentence, Julia really likes school. We have a compound sentence, Julia really likes school, but her friend Poppy despises it. And we got a complex sentence, Julia tried to convince Poppy school is fun because Poppy always cuts class to go to the lolly store. Here we go. This is your task. You amazing writers, you're going to write a story, and you're going to write a very similar story 3 different times. This is how it's broken down. 200 words is going to be your simple story. You're going to write a very quick story using only simple sentences. Tell a real quick story with an introduction, a story development, and a conclusion, but you can only use simple sentences. The next part of this latter task is the 400 compound words. You're going to write the same story, but use compound sentences. And you have up to 400 words for that one, and then you got the 600 complex words. You're going to write the same story again, but this time you have 600 words and you can only use complex sentences. All right, so hopefully this makes sense. If it doesn't, come and see me if you have questions, and we'll make sure that you're on the right track. Good luck.